Welcome to Crafted Nest, a little corner where simple ideas turn into meaningful creations. Here, we believe in the principle of observe, copy, and modify, transforming everyday objects into beautiful decorations and practical solutions for daily life. Today, we'll uncover inspiration from something often overlooked: disposable plastic cups. Who would have thought that these single-use items can be transformed into 20 creative projects? Elegant, eco-friendly, and aesthetic for your home. Before we begin this journey, make sure you hit subscribe to Crafted Nest. Every week, we share fresh ideas that you can easily try at home to bring warmth, order, and beauty into your surroundings. Have you ever imagined that something as simple as a plastic cup could turn into a warm light in your home? This is the beauty of the observe, imitate, and modify principle. We see inspiration from others, imitate it with our own hands, and then add a personal touch to create a work that is not only beautiful, but also meaningful. Imagine a simple room. There's just a wooden table, old chairs, and plain walls. But when a hanging lamp made of plastic cups is lit, the room seems to come back to life. The soft light that penetrates the surface of the cups creates beautiful patterns on the walls, like blooming light flowers. That's when we realize that creativity is often born from neglected objects. Making it is not difficult. Collect clean used plastic cups, prepare a hot glue gun, then arrange the cups one by one to form a semi-sphere. Once it's big enough, join the two halves to form a full sphere. Insert an LED bulb or small fairy lights inside. And in a short time, a unique hanging lamp is ready to give a warm atmosphere to your living room or bedroom. A simple tip: use clear plastic cups so the light spreads more evenly. If you want more color, you can paint the cups with pastel spray paint or add small sticker decorations. As a result, the lamp not only functions as a light source, but also becomes a focal point of the room that will amaze anyone who sees it. With this lamp, you not only save on decoration costs, but also give new meaning to used goods. This is the art of creating, turning something ordinary into something extraordinary. Imagine a corner of your home that was initially quiet, slowly transforming into a place full of life. With just used plastic cups, soil, and a few small seeds, you can create a mini garden that radiates simple beauty. The observe, imitate, modify principle is always present here. From something that is often thrown away, we give it a second chance to grow and bring benefits. A plastic cup that was once just a beverage container can now be a new home for seeds ready to sprout. The method is also easy. Take some used plastic cups, wash them clean, then make a hole in the bottom so that water can drain out. Paint the cups with pastel colors or decorate them with simple patterns using permanent markers. After that, add some loose soil, then place small plant seeds like chili, mint leaves, or mini ornamental flowers. In a few days, you will see new life emerging from that simple container. Additional tips: place these mini pots on a windowsill that gets morning sunlight or on your small home balcony. The plants will grow fresh, and the atmosphere of your room will also feel more alive. For children, this activity can also be a fun way to learn to care for plants and understand the importance of protecting the earth. There's a special warmth when you see green leaves growing from something that was initially considered trash. This is proof that creativity can give birth to eco-friendly beauty, while also teaching us that nothing is truly a waste in this world. There is something so heartwarming when children smile proudly because they have successfully made something with their own hands. From a simple used plastic cup, they can create a pencil holder that is not only useful but also full of stories and imagination. Imagine a small study desk in the corner of a room. It was previously messy with scattered pencils, crayons, and pens. But after the plastic cup was turned into a pencil holder, the desk looked tidier and more colorful. Every paint stroke, every sticker attached, all became traces of creativity that warmed the hearts of their parents. Making it is simple. Take a clean plastic cup, give it a base coat of paint, Then let the children decorate it as they please. They can draw flowers, stick on their favorite character stickers, or write their own names on it. Once it's dry, insert pencils, rulers, and markers. Now they have a special container made with their own hands. Additional tips: use non-toxic paint or special markers for children so they are safe to use. If you want it to be sturdier, line the inside of the cup with cardboard or hard paper. As a result, the pencil holder will be more durable and long-lasting. This moment is not just about making a pencil holder, but also about instilling a sense of confidence and pride in children. Every time they write, draw, or study, they will always remember that simple things can turn into something of high value when touched by creativity. Sometimes, what we need to liven up a room is not new furniture or expensive paint, but a simple creative touch. From a used plastic cup, a plain wall can be transformed into a three-dimensional canvas full of beauty. Imagine a living room with a boring white wall. When guests come, they might not notice anything. However, when used plastic cups are transformed into 3D decorations attached to the wall, the atmosphere changes. The sunlight entering from the window reflects on the surface of the cups, creating beautiful shadows that move with time. Suddenly, the wall is no longer just a backdrop, but a work of art that tells a story. The method is not difficult. Take some clear plastic cups, cut the lip of the cup so that it can be shaped like a flower petal or a geometric pattern. Paint with spray paint or acrylic according to your taste. Once dry, arrange and stick them on the wall in a circular, zigzag, or even abstract pattern according to your imagination. Additional tips: use a gradient of colors, for example, from light blue to dark blue, so that the result looks more vibrant. If you want to look elegant, choose gold and silver colors to give a luxurious impression. Every cup attached to the wall is not just a decoration, but also proof that creativity can turn something simple into a work of art. When other people see it, they will be surprised when they find out that it all started from used goods that might have been considered useless. This is the art of DIY, giving new life to something ordinary until unexpected beauty is born. In every home, there are always small objects that often get lost. Needles, buttons, bolts, or even pens that suddenly disappear when we need them. But who would have thought a simple solution could be born from used plastic cups arranged into a multifunctional storage box? Imagine a work desk that was previously a mess. Threads are scattered, wrenches are mixed with small knickknacks, making everything feel chaotic. Then, with a little creativity, unused plastic cups are neatly arranged into small compartments in a box. Suddenly, every object has its own home. The room feels more organized, and the heart feels calmer. The method is easy. Take several used plastic cups of the same size. Cut off the top so that it is shorter, then stick them one by one into a cardboard box or a used wooden box. Arrange them until they are full so that many small compartments are formed. Now you have a multifunctional organizer that can be used to store anything: sewing tools, nails and nuts, craft trinkets, to stationery. Simple tips: use spray paint or colored paper to cover the outside of the box to make it look more attractive. If you want it to be stronger, use wood glue or hot glue to stick the cups. Small happiness often comes from simple things. This box is not just a container, but also proof that tidiness can be born from creativity. Used goods that were once thrown away now have a new role: to keep everyday life organized and peaceful. The living room is the first face of a home. That's where guests are welcomed, stories begin, and first impressions are engraved. Many people think that to make a living room look beautiful requires luxurious furniture or expensive decorations. But who would have thought used plastic cups could transform into an elegant and attractive table decoration? Imagine a simple coffee table, empty, with no special touch. Then, with a little creativity, plastic cups are arranged into a small vase or a potpourri container. After being decorated with gold, white, or silver, the table suddenly changes. The sunlight that penetrates the thin curtains reflects a soft glow on the surface of the cups, creating a warm and elegant atmosphere. making it is not difficult. Cut the cups according to the desired shape. Some can be shaped like flower petals, others can be shaped into a curved container. Join them with glue until they form a vase, bowl, or 3D flower decoration. Add fresh flowers, a small candle, or even potpourri beads to make it look more charming. Additional tips: choose neutral colors like white, beige, or gold to match any living room theme. If you want a fresher atmosphere, use pastel colors and place it near a window so that the sunlight makes the colors look more vibrant. Every guest who comes may not believe that the elegant decoration was born from used goods. But that's where the beauty lies, a simple elegance created with your own hands. There is a special beauty when we create a small world full of imagination. From a simple plastic cup, suddenly a small house is born, complete with windows, doors, and a roof that seems ready to be inhabited by small dolls or even our own imagination. Imagine a simple wooden table in the family room. On it are colorful paints, scissors, glue, and some used plastic cups. Slowly, the cups change. One is cut into a window shape, another is given a roof from used cardboard. After being painted with bright colors, it becomes a miniature house that looks alive. When several houses are collected, a small, colorful village is created, as if taking us into a fairy tale from childhood. Making it is not difficult. Clean the plastic cup, then cut certain parts to make doors and windows. Add a roof from cardboard or even use straws. Paint with colors according to your imagination, then decorate with mini flowers from paper or fabric scraps. Simple tips: place this miniature house on a green base like grass-colored cardboard or a green cloth so it looks like a yard. Add a small lamp inside, so that at night the miniature shines softly, giving a magical impression. This miniature house from plastic cups is not just a craft, but also a means of training imagination. For children, this can be an educational game that teaches patience and creativity. For adults, it becomes a reminder that beauty is often born from simple, small things. Learning doesn't always have to be sitting at a desk with a thick book. Sometimes, the most beautiful learning comes from simple games full of color and laughter. From used plastic cups, we can create educational toys that are not only entertaining but also sharpen children's intelligence. Imagine a small child whose eyes light up when they see a tall tower of colorful plastic cups that they have stacked themselves. Every time they add a cup to the top, they learn about balance, patience, and concentration. When the tower collapses, they not only laugh, but also learn to try again, not to give up easily. There are also simple counting games. Plastic cups are given numbers, and children are invited to put small objects like beads or marbles according to the number on the cup. From this game, they learn basic math without feeling like they are being taught. There is only joy and curiosity that continues to grow, making it as simple. Clean the plastic cups. Add paint or colored markers to write numbers, letters, or pictures. Arrange the game as needed. It can be a tower, a ring toss, or even a color-matching game. Additional tips: use bright colors to attract children's attention and always accompany them so they are safe when playing. Educational toys from plastic cups are not just entertainment, but also a small bridge to the world of knowledge. Every child's laughter, every joy in the game, is essentially the first step towards a brighter future. Not all flowers have to grow in the soil to radiate beauty. There are flowers that are born from imagination, from creative hands that do not want to let used goods end up in vain. From a simple plastic cup, we can create decorative flowers that will never wither, which will always remind us of the beauty of creativity. Imagine a small vase on the living room table. From a distance, it looks like a real flower, with bright colors and soft petals. But when guests get closer, they smile in surprise when they find out the flower is made of used plastic cups. There is admiration in their eyes, not only because of its beauty, but also because of the story behind it, a story about recycling that is full of art. Making decorative flowers from plastic cups is also quite easy. Take a used cup, cut the sides until it resembles a flower petal. Paint with acrylic paint according to your taste. Red for roses, yellow for sunflowers, or white for jasmine. Once dry, join the petals using glue, then use green straws as the stems. Arrange them in a vase, and you have a beautiful bouquet that can decorate the room at any time. Additional tips: use glossy paint so the petals look shiny when exposed to sunlight. If you want it to be more realistic, add a little detail with a black marker to emphasize the lines on the petals. This flower is not just a decoration, but also a reminder that beauty can be created from anything, even from something that was previously considered trash. It becomes a symbol that true beauty is born from creativity and a sincere heart. There is a different kind of warmth when a candle is lit in the middle of a room. It not only illuminates, but also gives a sense of peace, as if taking us home to a quiet stillness. With a little creativity, a used plastic cup can also be a beautiful container for that small light. Imagine a late afternoon. You light a candle in the living room, then place it in a simple container that you made from a plastic cup. The light that penetrates the sides of the cup that have been cut to resemble flower petals creates beautiful shadows on the table and walls. At that moment, the atmosphere of the house becomes warmer, more intimate, as if time is moving slower. Making this candle holder is not difficult. Take a plastic cup, cut the top or sides into a petal shape. Paint with a transparent color or add a simple motif. Arrange with glue until it resembles a flower or a small bowl. Place a small candle or tea light inside and see how that simple light turns into an aesthetic view. Additional tips: use an LED candle for safety, especially if placed in a bedroom or near fabric. If you want a more romantic feel, choose transparent pastel paint so that the candlelight looks soft like stained glass. This aesthetic candle holder from plastic cups is not just a craft, but also an experience. It teaches us that beauty and comfort do not always have to be expensive, just a little time, creativity, and a warm heart. Time is something valuable, and we often see a clock only as a reminder. But what if the clock itself becomes a work of art? From a simple plastic cup, we can create a creative wall clock that is not only functional, but also decorates the house with full character. Imagine a plain wall in the study or living room. When you stick a handmade clock made of colorful plastic cups, the wall immediately changes. Each hour is marked with a different painted cup, forming a beautiful, unique circle. The sunlight that enters through the window makes the colors look more vibrant, and every time you look at the clock, there is a sense of pride because you know it's the result of your own hands. Making it is simple. Prepare a round board from cardboard or thin wood as a base. Take 12 used plastic cups, paint them in different colors, then stick them around the circle as hour markers. Install the clock hands and a cheap clock mechanism that can be bought at a craft store. Now you have a creative wall clock that is both functional and artistic. Additional tips: use a combination of gradient colors or a certain theme. For example, pastel for a soft atmosphere, or metallic colors for a modern impression. If you want it to be more personal, write the numbers directly on the cup so they are clearly visible. This wall clock is not just a tool for telling time, but also a reminder that every second can be decorated with creativity. It teaches us not to just follow time, but to fill time with something meaningful. The bathroom is often a neglected space, even though that's where our day begins and ends. Brushing teeth, washing our face, taking a bath after a long day, all those small moments can be more pleasant if the room feels neat and comfortable. With used plastic cups, we can create a simple soap holder and organizer that brings practicality and an aesthetic touch. Imagine a small sink that was previously filled with scattered soap, toothbrushes, and small bottles. After adding a DIY soap holder from a plastic cup, everything looks more organized. The soap is no longer slippery and just disappears. The toothbrushes are neatly arranged in one place, and the bathroom feels fresher. Making it is easy. Take a plastic cup, make a hole in the bottom so that water can drain out. If you want to use it as a soap holder, cut the sides of the cup a little wider so that the soap can easily enter and exit. For bathroom utensils, Just leave the cup whole, then decorate it with waterproof paint or stickers. Stick it to the wall with a suction cup or place it on a bathroom shelf. Additional tips: use blue, green, or white colors to give a clean impression. Add small holes on the side if you want it to dry faster and be odor-free. From an object that was once thrown away, a small solution was born that brought a big change. The bathroom is not just a place to clean yourself, but also a small space to find peace. And with a little creativity, that space can feel warmer, tidier, and more beautiful. There is something calming about seeing all the small objects neatly arranged in their place. A mini basket can be a simple solution, and who would have thought we could create it ourselves from used plastic cups? From an object that was initially worthless, a small organizer was born that is both beautiful and useful. Imagine a study desk or kitchen table. Pens, small papers, or even fruits are often scattered without a place. But when a mini basket is present, everything is organized. Plastic cups that have been cut and woven into a beautiful small container, as if bringing handmade warmth into the house. Making it is also quite easy. Take a plastic cup, cut the sides into long strips. Use the pieces to weave them with each other until they form a small basket. Add a base from thick cardboard to make it sturdier. Once finished, paint it with pastel or neutral colors according to your taste. Now, the basket can be used to store candy, accessories, or stationery. Additional tips: use a combination of 2 colors so that the woven results look more attractive. If you want it to be more aesthetic, add a small ribbon on the edge of the basket. For kitchen use, line the inside with food-grade plastic so that it is safe to store food. This mini basket is not just about function, but also about feeling. There is a special satisfaction when you see an item that was once about to be thrown away, now being part of the tidiness of the house. From this small creativity, we learn that beauty can always be born from simple things if we are willing to give a little time and attention. Christmas always brings warmth, not just from gifts or parties, but from the small moments when the family gathers, decorates the house, and creates an atmosphere full of love. This year, imagine if your Christmas tree was not only beautiful but also eco-friendly, decorated with handmade ornaments from used plastic cups. In a simple family room, a green tree stands tall. Children run around, laughing while carrying scissors and colored paint. Plastic cups that were previously just beverage containers now turn into stars, baubles, and snowflakes. Each ornament is cut, painted, and hung with enthusiasm. The sunlight that enters from the window reflects that simple shine, making the room feel warm and magical. The method is quite easy. Clean the plastic cups, then cut them into the desired shape: stars, baubles, or even small bells. Paint with red, green, gold, or silver colors. Once dry, add a ribbon or a small string to hang them. These handmade ornaments can immediately decorate the Christmas tree, presenting a unique beauty full of stories. Additional tips: use glitter paint or glitter to make the ornaments look more festive. If you want to be completely eco-friendly, use water-based paint and natural fiber string. Each ornament is not just a decoration, but also a memory. It tells a story about children's laughter, family cooperation, and a good intention to protect the earth. In this simple way, we not only celebrate Christmas beautifully, but also with full awareness and love for the environment. Who says beauty can only be born from expensive materials? Sometimes, something simple can become a charming piece of jewelry. From used plastic cups, we can create bracelets, earrings, and even rings that look elegant and unique. Accessories that tell a story about creativity and the courage to be different. Imagine a girl sitting at a simple dressing table. In her hand is a handmade bracelet made of circular plastic cup pieces that have been given a gold color. She smiles, not only because the bracelet is beautiful, but because every curve is the result of her own handiwork. In her ears hang flower-shaped earrings, sparkling when exposed to the afternoon sun that enters through the window. Making it is not complicated. Cut the plastic cup according to the desired shape. a circle for a bracelet, a small petal for an earring. Use acrylic paint or spray paint to give it color, then add beads or glitter to make it more attractive. Join them with thin wire or jewelry hooks that can be bought cheaply at an accessory store. Additional tips: choose pastel colors for a soft and feminine look, or use metallic paint like gold and silver for a glamorous impression. Don't forget to coat the surface with a clear coating so the color is long-lasting. Accessories from plastic cups are not just about fashion, but also about a message. They show that beauty does not always come from something expensive. Sometimes, it is precisely from simple things that we can find the most authentic style, unique, bold, and full of stories. There is a valuable lesson that we can instill in children from an early age: learning to save. And a simple piggy bank can be a fun bridge for that. With used plastic cups, we can create a creative piggy bank that is not only useful but also teaches the value of patience and appreciating every small coin. Imagine a child sitting at a study desk, holding a small coin in their hand. In front of them is a homemade piggy bank in the shape of a cute small pink pig. With a proud smile, they insert the coin into the slot on top of the cup, then hear the sound of the small metal falling to the bottom. That simple sound becomes a motivating music, making them want to do it again and again. Making a piggy bank from a plastic cup is not difficult. Take a medium-sized used cup, clean it, then make a small hole in the lid or top side to insert money. Paint it according to your imagination. It can be shaped like an animal, a robot, or the child's favorite character. Add decorations from colored paper, ears from cardboard, or adhesive eyes to give it a funny expression. Additional tips: choose non-toxic paint and let the child participate in decorating the piggy bank. This process makes them feel ownership, so they are more excited to save. This small piggy bank is not just a coin container, but a symbol of a journey. Every coin that goes in is a small step towards a dream. From a used plastic cup that was once meaningless, a simple tool was born to instill good habits and great hopes in the hearts of children. The kitchen is the heart of the home, a place where the aroma of cooking brings the family together. But often, small utensils like spoons, forks, or spice sachets make the kitchen counter feel full. From used plastic cups, we can create a simple, practical, and of course eco-friendly mini rack. Imagine a kitchen counter that was previously messy. Spoons are scattered, spices are not organized. But after the mini rack from plastic cups is present, everything looks neat. The cups that were once just trash are now arranged in a row, forming small boxes that are ready to hold all the utensils. With the morning sunlight that enters from the window, the mini rack even looks aesthetic, as if it's an additional decoration for your kitchen. Making it is quite easy. Take some plastic cups, cut the top so that they are shorter, then stick them to a thick cardboard board or used wood. Arrange them according to your needs. It can be in a box shape, a pyramid, or a long row. Use paint or patterned paper to beautify the appearance. Now you have a mini rack that can hold spoons, chopsticks, coffee sachets, or even small baking tools. Additional tips: if you want a stronger rack, use a hot glue gun or install small screws on the board. To beautify it, paint it with colors that match the kitchen so it looks cohesive. This mini rack is not just about storage, but also about the symbol of order. It reminds us that with a little creativity, we can change the kitchen space into a place that is not only functional but also beautiful to look at. We often see tissues as just a daily necessity, practical, but never part of the beauty of a home. However, with a little creativity, even a tissue container can become a decoration that makes the room look warmer and more aesthetic. And yes, all of this can start from a used plastic cup. Imagine a simple living room table. On it is a unique tissue holder, handmade by you from plastic cups that are arranged neatly. When guests come, they not only take a tissue, but also stare in admiration. The sunlight that penetrates the window makes the surface of the container shine softly, adding an elegant impression. Making it is not difficult. Take some plastic cups, cut them according to the desired shape. It can be shaped like a flower petal, a small square, or long strips to be woven. Join them with glue until they form the walls of the tissue holder. Place the tissue box inside, then tidy up the top so that the tissue can be easily pulled out. Additional tips: use neutral colors like white, beige, or gray so that it matches all room decorations. If you want a more luxurious look, use metallic gold or silver paint. For a sweet impression, add a small ribbon on one side. This tissue holder is not just a container, but also proof that aesthetics can come from simple things. Every time you pull out a tissue, there is a special sense of pride, because in your home, even a small thing has a touch of art. There is a special beauty when you see a small fish swimming calmly in an aquarium. The gentle movement of its fins is like a dance that soothes the heart. But who would have thought a mini aquarium could be born from something simple, a used plastic cup? Imagine a corner of a study desk or a small shelf in a room that was previously empty. Now there's a clear cup. Inside are colorful pebbles, tiny artificial plants, and a small fish swimming freely. The morning sunlight that enters through the window makes the water sparkle, presenting a fresh and peaceful atmosphere. This small object suddenly becomes the center of attention, as well as a relief from fatigue after a day of activities. Making it is easy. Take a large transparent plastic cup, wash it clean. Fill it with clean water, add decorative pebbles at the bottom, then insert plastic plants or mini decorations. If you want it to be more lively, keep small fish like bettas or guppies that don't need much space. With a little touch, a used plastic cup turns into a beautiful mini aquarium. Additional tips: don't forget to change the water regularly so that the fish stay healthy. If it is only used as a decoration, you can add a small LED lamp under the cup to give a charming light effect at night. This mini aquarium is not just a decoration, but a symbol that peace can be found in simple things. From a plastic cup that was once meaningless, a small world full of life and beauty was born. There is a magical atmosphere that appears when night falls, and the small garden in your home is filled with a soft light that shines from unexpected corners. All of this can be born from just a used plastic cup, a little glow-in-the-dark paint, and a colorful imagination. Imagine a garden pathway at home. During the day, it looks ordinary, but as soon as the sun sets, a soft green and blue light begins to appear from the small lamps hanging from the tree branches or lined up on the side of the road. The children laugh quietly when they see it, as if they are walking in a fairy tale world. This simple atmosphere is able to change the home yard into a space full of charm. Making this lamp decoration is not difficult. Take a clear plastic cup, paint the outside with fluorescent or glow-in-the-dark paint. If you want it to be brighter, insert a small LED lamp inside. The cups can be hung on trees, placed on fences, or even planted in the ground as a road marker. During the day, they absorb sunlight, and at night, they emit a calming light. Additional tips: use a combination of blue, green, and yellow colors so that the light effect looks more varied. For a more romantic look, use star or moon-shaped cutouts on the surface of the cup so that the light comes out in a beautiful pattern. This glow-in-the-dark lamp decoration is not just about lighting, but also an experience. It brings a sense of wonder, makes the night in the garden feel more alive, full of beauty, and reminds us that even a simple item can give light in the darkness.